Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 90. 180. Yeah, rock it. Alpha. White. 0.
Second down, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. 3rd down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around it. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
White. Hey, Rocket. Load it. Load it. Behind.
From the gun, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Collins. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
second down. Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead from 19 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Chargers going to get the football again here in just a second. In recent years, though, as we just talk about what they've done so far this season, 4-2. But recent years, it's been a team that has started slow. This has to feel pretty good 6 weeks in.
It has to feel excellent for them because the only losses to the Rams and to Kansas City are combined 11-1. And how about Phillip Rivers? He's actually getting overshadowed in his own division by the hot second-year quarterback in Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes. But Phillip Rivers is the only quarterback to throw 2 or more touchdowns in every game this season. 15 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, and Melvin Gordon is on a roll. 5 straight games with a touchdown and 246 rush yards, the most since the LT era in 2008.
And, man, did they look good dismantling Cleveland 38-14 in Week 6. Here's Gordon. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 73 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. Baltimore's offense taking the field again, and the Ravens right now sitting at 4-2. And they've only allowed 14 points or fewer the last 4 games. So, yeah, we're going to see the offense here in a second. But let's focus on that defense. They shut out the Titans last week.
They are playing Ravens football. They talk about all the time around their building. That's part of who they are. And how about this? Because of that defense, 4 wins by double digits this year, the most in the NFL. Had 11 sacks against Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans, a franchise record. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Jackson caught right side at Snead. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Set. 319. 319. Gone. Lucky 6.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking deep for Crabtree. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watching that, Barney.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what? You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here? Play action? Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watching that, Barney.
He's going to get it running right. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are in for 6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So out come the Chargers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, go orange 5-4.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
12.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, go orange.
Rivers now on second down. Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. Pretty move. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, right side. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action. It's Jackson. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge. Can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to play it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chris Wormley breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
12. Buffalo Wall. 8 Hunt.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Keep it skinny. 12.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a give to Collins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They go again with Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, this is Collins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Rivers on first down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Jackson. Flush to his right. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Okay, folks, you got 4. You got 4. Let's go, fellas.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Hut!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And again, it's Collins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now Collins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Set! 319! 319! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Hot!
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he will avoid the